What's going on? What is the deal? Get a few things shared up real fast. hmm Solo, what's happening? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yesterday was not the greatest day. I'll tell you that. hmm Hope you all had better days. Hope you all had better days. Let me get this up so I can tweet this real fast. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Marcella, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Marcella. Yesterday was a bad day. Was a bad day for me. Straight up, it was a bad day for me. What up, my guy Patrick? What's happening? Um, dry yesterday is a good thing today. All right. Do I do money lines? I do a few of them. I gave out if you check if you got my notifications on, like I do YouTube shorts. YouTube is the primary place where I'm at, man. It's the primary place where I'm at. YouTube Shorts, I dropped not the last one, but the one before, and the Reels. I did do a money line parlay that cashed. That was a four-legger. Money lines here and there, but if you stay and you just the way I break the games down is going to give you insights on player props, team totals, and to help you give you a vision to figure out who's going to win the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a lot. Truthfully, I'm talking about pitching, I'm talking about hitting, and I'm talking about totals, all wrapped in one. Just people just come for what they want to come from, right? But you just got to take it and put it all together for what you're trying to put it. We're trying to do. Top of the morning, Dollar was cracking. Louis Gill shitted on us, man. Shitted on us, Pat. Straight up. What's good, Big Bank? What's up? Machella, all the wrong people hitting on my slip. Right. Okay. If you right. Just happy you made some of that money back. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You mentioned Snell and Sale yesterday, and that was the play, of course. And that's just. I mean, this is what we do. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not really tapped in, or just tap in for what you want to tap in for. You know what I'm saying? Snell we already said that yesterday. That was the play. Those were the plays. You know what I'm saying? We already knew that. I go through this. I don't just be talking. Long story short, I don't just be talking. What's up, fam? What's up, Kane? New day for sure. Okay, well, yeah, for sure. You can check it. Yeah, hell yeah, get on it, man. Follow me everywhere, man. I do this just for free. If you want to support me, there where you can support me at. I got a membership over there. It's only $2.99 a month. That's where you can support me at. If you feel like you want to tip, they got super chats over there. I got all that shit. Money lines so inconsistent, right? Sometimes like how did the but those minus 300 favorites, Marcella, they wow. Jamarcus say, bet I'm locked in with you. What's happening, boss? Get back tonight. Soto sold the bag for 2K. I'm hurt. Soto be in some wonderful spots. And trust me, a lot of times I be wanting to fade him because he walks so much, man. He walks so much. He loved to walk. Of course, that's a team sport. Getting on base, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the game. Man, look at that 101 exit velo for Matt Walden right there. Woo! Man, I missed on a lot of spots yesterday, man. I missed on a lot of spots yesterday, and it happens, It happens, bro. It happens. They did walk him twice. Yep, he's so inconsistent. It is what it is. So a little bit later than usual. I don't know how much time I got with you guys today, but I did go through a few things to try to get us up to get us up to speed, right? For sure. I know, right? And I bet you I bet you any amount of money he's in a great spot today. That's the game where I'm going to start off with. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run through what I've looked at already to try to shorten up the stream. What's going on, Tosa? What's going on? I took a beating yesterday. We all took beatings, bro. I just was talking about that, man. We took monstrous beatings, man. Monstrous beatings, man. Straight up. And it happens, man. That Monday sometimes, man, they've been sneaking in on us, man. They've been sneaking in on us. But this Monday has just been weird. This Monday was weird. Most of the time, Mondays and Saturday, Sunday, Mondays be weird most of the time. I ain't even gonna lie, right? So let's just let me do a brief rundown of what I looked at and what I'm thinking, right? And it's Dinger Tuesday, right? So let's just talk about it, right? So I'm expecting runs to be put up here. We have an over in this first game here. First of all, let's check the weather. Let's check the weather because I haven't looked at the weather. I don't want to let that throw me off, right? You gotta check the weather, man. Y'all got to check the weather, bro. Got to check the weather. This current weather pattern is glorious for baseball. Likely a clean slate today. All right, Dan. That's all we need to know. Seattle and Detroit, maybe one shower pop up over the entire slate. Low chance of a delay or a late start if happen to pop up in the wrong spot. All right. I will do a YouTube short or in a Facebook reel and probably throw it on my Instagram and probably I might just throw it on my TikTok today. Right, just a quick list, right, of what we talked about or whatever the case may be. Now, long story short here, Washington Nationals, Baltimore Orioles. We got an over under 9 here. If I'm taking a side here, it'd be Baltimore Orioles or nothing. Moneyline parlays, run line straights, but probably not. I do think runs can be put up on both sides. I lean towards the over. So that means traffic on the bases, things like that. I couldn't really I don't really bet on a lot of Washington bats. So the Baltimore left-hand bats look really, really good. The lefties look really, really good. Then if you want to look at some of these guys for hits, the last month, Garcia's got 2 home runs. Woods got 2 home runs. Ruiz got 3 home runs versus the total pitch mix. You can look at those guys for a measly hit or just fade them. I'm probably won't even play neither one of them, truthfully. Next game here. I looked over this game last night. Didn't fully dive into it like I wanted to. I don't knock the back pitchers in this ballpark. Hunter Green is one of my favorite pitchers coming from last year, coming into this year. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. You got guys like Arenado who don't strike out much. Hunter Green's got that K stuff. If you think he's going to pitch good, you can look at his pitching outs. I'm probably just going to lay off this game. Cruz, I had him circled. He looks good, right? Goldie, he's got 3 bombs versus pitch mix. We know Hunter Green still got some bombs in him, right? Goldie's got 3 bombs in the versus pitch mix with 100 exit velo in the last month. Old man strength. Contreras, 2 bombs versus pitch mix, but he will strike out. Goldie will strike out as well. And I think Contreras got 1 home run in his last 7 games versus this pitch mix. Cruz is in play. I mean, it just is what it is. He's in play. Fraley, he looked okay. I think his batting average is about over 800. I mean, over 300. If you're looking for a hit, possibly hits runs and RBI, just somebody to get a hit, he could be on the list. I probably won't bet on him. But in this ballpark produces runs, right? So that's what this ballpark does. I didn't even look at the Philly game, so let me see if I see a picture right now. So I see Belozo, and I will come back to this game. We know Berger has been. We know 2 bats we can look at: Xavier and Berger. For the Miami side, I might come back and look at this Philly game. Seattle. I'm seeing Kirby, right? So I'm seeing Kirby. So at the end of the day, uh, we could look at a we got an over under 7 here, right? So it is what it is. Next, we have I mean, it's a no-run first inning spot. Can Scooble hit his case? Probably could. I lean towards the over. I probably wouldn't take the under. Seattle Mariners, they got some guys. They got some righties with some pop, right? I said this last game against Minnesota. Said the same. I mean, against New York Mets. We said the same thing, right? We did a it was a live promo. So I did a 4-legger and they got there, right? Except for Lindor. Speaking of Lindor, we'll get to him in a minute. But either way it go, Cal Raleigh, what did I write down for Cal Raleigh? Because I only looked at him this morning. I wrote down Cal Raleigh. He got some pop, right? He's got some pop. If it's one person I think that could take him deep, it would be Cal Raleigh, right? Let me see. I want to be sure of this because it's Dinger Tuesday, so I'll dive into this one. I'll look at this one, right? I want to be sure. I mean, I am sure, but I want to just look because see, there's some guys over here, some righties that's got some power, right? And they've been displaying it lately. I had to put emphasis on that the last time these guys played. So I want to reiterate this shit again because this is something that you're going to be able to look out for in the near future, right? So going up against the lefty, and we sniped that. Rowdy. I think he got like 6 home runs versus that pitch mix, right? And we sniped that Polanco home run. I put $5 on that motherfucker, man. But still, I had him in my parlay, right? He still cashed me out. Let's see. He hadn't been hitting bombs lately, but I seen it. The numbers were showing he was loading. He was loading, man. He was loading up, and he sure hit that motherfucker. Okay, so I had to go over here. And pull it up. So let's look at versus right hand pitching. Detroit. Tariq Skubal. Julio is back too. Don't forget that. Okay, so okay, so Cal Raleigh, right? 6 extra base hits, 5 home runs, 10 hard hit balls, whatever the case may be. The barrel was up. The fly ball rate, right? 54%. The K percentage is down. It's not even. It's down. It's down. These motherfuckers will strike out, but it's down though. So Kyle Raleigh is one guy that you could probably look at. The isolated power around 500. Randy Arozarena can probably go boom, here and there. I don't think these guys have seen him. I probably have to go back and double check it. Polanco's got 2 home runs versus this pitch mix over the course of the last month. Kyle Raleigh, last week he's got a bomb versus this pitch mix. Julio Rodriguez, he hasn't been back for that long, but he did have a bomb right there. But yeah, so Kyle Raleigh is the one guy that I know can muscle on up out of that, right? Randy Rosarina, his hard hit is up at 72. So it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So I just wanted to, throw that out there so you guys can see. Back to where we were. What would be the next game here? Mm, um, I'm gonna have to look here because a lot of these they don't have a lot of these games on the board. Okay, so this Cubs game here, and it's right. Matthew Boyd. So he's a lefty. The Cubs have been hitting lefties, right? Not a big sample size, but they have been hitting lefties. I couldn't pinpoint what bat I wanted to look at here. Hap has been hitting lefties. He's got a few bombs there. I mean, do what you want here, right? In this game, all the usual suspects, right? The two you got Jose, you got Naylor, and you also have Quan, right? So and then Bellinger looked okay. He fucked up my hit parlay yesterday. He didn't have no hits. That was crazy as hell. But Chicago Cubs, I'll leave you with this. 24% K rate, 147 WRC plus, and only 171 plate appearances. Plate appearances are low, right? But 147 WRC plus is very good. I can filter it up here. They number one in the last month, but they only have 171 plate appearances, right? Versus lefties. This is the last month versus left-hand pitching. Will strike out. Plate appearances are only 171. I can filter the plate appearances here. The most plate appearances in the last month is 348. As you can see, the Chicago Cubs are bottom 5 in plate appearances versus left-hand pitching, right? They're number 1 in WRC plus, but bottom 5 in plate appearances. That just means small sample size, okay? So, the total was 9 here. Matthew Boyd making this. He hasn't pitched in forever, right? So I think this is the first time he's pitching all year. Whatever you want to do, bro. Straight up. I didn't pinpoint. The usual suspects for me. I'm gonna check and see if I wrote anything down. All I put down was Cleveland usual suspects, man. I can see the overhitting here. Cubs been with a 147 WRC plus, but I don't really give out a lot of my Cubs been, goddamn it, man. I don't. That's one of my least favorite betting on teams because that's my favorite. That's my home team. Mm-mm-mm. Well, that's that turmeric, um, cayenne pepper, water, of course, apple cider vinegar with the mother, and organic honey, raw. Well, that's that shit right there. But I drink that every day to get the juices flowing. That's my drink right there. All right, Houston Astros, Tampa Bay Rays. Two bats I circled, two bats I wrote down. Alvarez, he looks great, right? Going on the road. This offense, when Alvarez looks good, this offense looks good. So I hope he continues to look good. Alvarez looked great. He's got 2 home runs versus his pitch mix in the last 7 days. Diaz looks good as well. So definitely he hits the most. He hits his dingers on Tuesday for sure. I've hit this dinger Tuesday before, right? So Alvarez, 2 home runs in the last 7 days versus his pitch mix. Diaz, he's in play, especially hitting behind Alvarez. So at the end of the day, fishy line here. Kikuchi, I do think he can hit his strikeouts. I do think he hit his strikeouts versus Tampa Bay. Nothing right here with this new look Tampa Bay really kind of like scared me. Still another. Oh, Bregman is on. He's in fuego, right? So like I said, Interesting line here. Yes, Kikuchi can give up a bomb or two, right? Yandy and Siri, those two guys not striking out. The rest of the guys just didn't look sexy, right? I mean, you got to realize when it's time to start beating up on these teams, right? Like Tampa Bay is probably one of those teams we need to just start putting our foot on their necks, right? But I will say Yandy Diaz versus pitch mix. This is the best he's looked in a in a long time versus pitch mix. That don't mean he's gonna do shit. I'm just saying, right? But those two guys still doesn't negate what I mean. I still would take Houston, right? Shout out to Houston. I took Houston yesterday. The line looks funny. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna take because I'm gonna bet a lot, right? Bet a lot of money line stuff like that. But a minus 136 hot Houston team versus a Tampa Bay team that's kind of been dismantled. I mean, I couldn't talk you off of it, okay? If I'm betting this game, it's Houston or nothing. And you're going to get value on a run line of minus 1.5. Keep in mind, Kikuchi can go out there and implode. But, I mean, I think he still pitches good. He's been pitching good since he's been there, right? So it's Jordan for me, right? Jordan, right? Then, Diaz, Bregman, Altuve still Altuve. No matter how bad his averages has been, or is, they still who they are. Man, I can't wait till Kyle Tucker come back. Texas Rangers, and Boston Red Sox. I expect, you see the total right there. Expect traffic to be on the bases here. Last time, it was probably last month. Urena faced them. He gave up 7 runs, right? What do I have here? Boston, usual left-hand batters. Versus the pitch mix, last month, Abreu got 3 home runs, right? If you're looking for a righty, whenever Tyler comes back, O'Neill, he'll be in play. Rafaela has got a high batting average, right? But the normal suspects, the usual suspects, the lefties, it's about 3 or 4 of them. Those guys in play. You're looking at Abreu. You're looking at Smith. You're looking at Devers, who's been absolutely cold, right? So it is what it is. Due to Devers being absolutely cold, Seager is the top bat from this game. He's got a 559 isolated power, 101 extra velo, 7 extra base hits, 6 home runs. Barrel percentage is about 23. All this is within the last last month. Now, he'll probably be the top bat of this game. One of the top candidates for a bomb this year. Cutter Crawford has given up 13 home runs in his last 4 games. That ain't been good, right? I know 2 of those games were probably an outlier. He still gave up a home run last game versus Kansas City, but at the end of the day, Cutter Crawford, he's just been getting hit. Semien and Seager have 2 home runs apiece off Cutter Crawford. Speaking of Semien, last month he's got 4 home runs. His batting average is only 196 over the course of the last month, but he does have 4 home runs versus this pitch mix in the last month. And Crawford is pitching his worst versus right-hand batters. Right here, I'm seeing the Oakland game. I'm seeing pitching wise, I'm seeing Stripling, right? So I've taken the hits runs. I'm talking about hits runs, RBI. What up, Tiff? I've taken the over team total over 4.5 for the Mets. I took that, right? So let's get that out the way. Versus this pitch mix, I expect if the Stripling's going, yes, sir. Shout out those Sox. Yeah, they whatever, right? But either way it go, I'm seeing Stripling for the Yankees. The Athletics, right? Stripling's been giving up runs, right? So Stripling. Striplin's been giving up runs, right? 4 versus the White Sox with a bomb. Um, did okay versus San Francisco. I don't know how, but he did. 5 versus the Angels. A home run, and 6 versus Houston. He gave up 4 versus Kansas City. Gave up a bomb and 2 versus Houston. 5 versus Texas. 3 versus Cleveland, 3 versus St. Louis, and 6 versus Texas. 4 versus Cleveland. Right, so he's giving up runs. Right, leave it up to Oakland. I mean, leave it up to the Mets, Tiffany's Mets. Leave it up to Tiffany's Mets to fuck this up, right? But we gonna see. No, she said them is your Mets. No, she liked it. Who she like? Who she like? Who you like? Who you like, Tiffany? Don't stunt now. If it's those Mets, leave them out there. Put them out there now. Now we got Blackburn on the mound. So I'm gonna tell you what I seen here. Versus the pitch mix for the Mets. Lindor. He's got 3 home runs, 3 extra base hits over the course of the last month. McNeil, 5 home runs over the course of the last month. Taylor, he's got 1 home run, but his average is through the roof. Probably like 400, right? Over the last month, last 2 weeks, whatever you want to call it. Pete, Iglesias, JD, all green in the batting average, like 280, 300, 325 last month, right? So that's them in a nutshell. That drove me to their team total over 4.5. You can look at full game 4.5 because if Lawrence Butler, who's got 13 extra base hits and 5 home runs in the last month versus this pitch mix, if he decides to, get off the schneid, then, that's somebody you can look at. If JJ Bleday keeps it up, the last 7 days he had 1 home run, versus this pitch mix. He looked semi-okay over the last month, but I just wanted to point out his last 7 days, he could be heating up. And Seth Brown, he's got 6 extra base hits, 4 home runs over the last month with a 289 batting average. And then the big dog who I circled, Rooker, who's got 9 extra base hits, 6 home runs over the last month versus this pitch mix. And then keep in mind, Blackburn, the pitcher for the Mets, he's pitching his worst towards righties, which is a 2.78 ERA versus right-hand batters. Now, I did play around with it a little bit because I normally don't add pitchers to the mix unless they're at least 10%. So Rooker, for instance, I put 3 pitches up there and he popped minus the fastball, which the fastball was about 9%, right? So minus the fastball, the other 3 pitches, he was 9 extra base hits and 6 home runs, right? So I said, fuck it, I'm going to slide the fastball in there at 9%. That ballooned to 13 extra base hits and 9 home runs over the last month. So he's one of them dudes. I lean towards the over if you think, the Mets could sell, right? The Mets could sell. I'm just looking at Oakland. I'm looking at what the fuck is the boy's name? Stripling. Seeing them putting up runs. I'm leaning towards the over, right? I took the over 4.5 team total. You can look at the full game over if you think Oakland's gonna score, right? Blackburn going up against this old team, they're gonna want to try to tattoo him. If you think they can score, you can look at the full game over at 8.5, and then it's favored to the under the -114. Kansas City Royals at Minnesota Twins. We got an over under 8.5 in the spot. Interesting. So we got Zebby Matthews. He's got 5. They called him up, right? So he's coming up, right? He's coming on up, right, to face these Kansas City Royals. Now, he's got in the minors. He's got 5 home runs in his last 7 games. He's given up 5 home runs in his last 7 games. 97 innings pitched, 114 strikeouts, which means he's got some strikeout stuff. Don't know what his pitch mix was looking like, so I dig up a universal pitch mix for him, and I forgot what it was, but Vinny Pasquantino has 3 home runs in the last month versus him, and we know these lefties and most of these righties don't strike out. So that's one thing that this kid is going to have to deal with, right? Then you got Seth Lugo on. Then for the other bats, I have, of course, Bobby Witt, right? And then Salvador Perez, who will strike out, but he's got 3 home runs versus that pitch mix. Furman, he's a guy that will strike out as well, but he's 8 for 19 over the last 3 weeks versus that pitch mix, so he looks pretty good. So those are a few of the bats that I had put to the side right there. That look good versus Matthews' pitch mix. On the flip side, you got Kansas City Royals. You got Seth Lugo on the mound. Okay, so Seth Lugo versus this pitch mix. Buxton has 4 home runs in the last month. 1 home run in the last 7 days versus this pitch mix. That's Buxton. Versus this pitch mix, Royce has 3 home runs. Vasquez and Marcos, they all bat 300 versus this. They all got a 300 or better batting average versus this pitch mix. Royce, like I said, has 3 home runs in the last month versus this pitch mix. Kepler's got a home run. Larnach on the lefties. For the lefties, Kepler's got a home run. Larnach has 2 home runs. Warner has 3 home runs in the last month, and all of those guys. All those guys are batting 300 plus in the last month, right? So in the last 7 days, Warner's got a home run versus that pitch mix there. So, it is what it is with that situation. More Minnesota bats are in play than I thought they would be, right? So that brings us to this Los Angeles Dodgers, the Yankees, Toronto, Colorado, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta game. These are the games that I didn't get to because I had to do something this morning. But what we got? We got a little time, so let's start here, right? Start right off here with the Dodgers game here. Okay, so the Dodgers right off the back. Oh shit! Let's see, Colin Ray. Let's try to get through these quickly though, Ray. No, I didn't look at these games last night, right? I did not. And right here, I'm thinking about it. I'm just like the Dodgers right now. I'm gonna have to look at Stone. I have to check this shit out. Decent. You're getting decent numbers on the money line and run line. The Dodgers putting the Avengers together, right? You got Mookie back, whatever. Dodgers on roll. Let's see what's going to happen there. Let's see what's going on here. 240, Colin Ray. Not the sexiest numbers. He is pitching better. Excuse me. He is pitching better at home. Excuse me, y'all. Hasn't faced the Dodgers that I know of. He's got quite a few bombs. 99 strikeouts in 122 innings. Stone. Kevin Stone been getting hit. He's giving up a home run in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his last 10 games, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight. Out of those, in the last 3 games, he got 2 home run games there, right? So you giving up bombs as of late. Okay. All right. So he's been getting hit, right? Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. We're gonna have to take a look in here, right? I'm going to take a look at Gavin Stone. Pitching his worst versus righties. Low K rate. On the road versus righties. A little bit better, right? What's his ERA on the road? 3.7, 3.6. Could it be regressing? Looks like it. Um, at least in the power department. Um, hmm. Okay. Let's take a look at Gavin Stone here versus righties because that's all we can look at here. They don't, they don't run out a lot of lefties. So last 2 months he's been giving up bombs, 4 home runs to righties, 5 home runs to lefties, 13% K rate to lefties there. I mean to righties there. That's not good. Um, Adames. Let me circle him right away. 13 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 16% barrel. Let me write him down. Okay. We on the road again. Adames. Willie Adames, the last 7 days, and William Contreras, last 7 days, three home runs for Adames, 2 home runs for Contreras, 1 home run for right, whatever, right. So, and he's giving up bombs to the righties like that. Adames is batting 463. He will strike out though, but he's in play. I'm gonna have to circle this motherfucker. He's striking out. God damn. He's been swinging for the fences, and he's been getting there. 94 exit velo. Churio, he's got 4 home runs versus this pitch mix. It's an over. It's an over for me. I'm taking the over here. That's just what it is. Over under 9. I'm gonna lean towards the over here. I got to lean towards the over. I got to lean towards the over. Let me write this shit down. Lean towards the over here. I'm gonna play the over before it's gonna get to 10 in a minute. It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to. If I take an L, I take an L. These motherfuckers been hitting bombs. I think they've been in chorus too, though, but still. Reese Hoskins fly ball is up, barrel is down, isolated power is up, exit velo is pretty much down, right? Wilson Contreras, 94 exit velo, isolated power is up, 3 bombs, 8 extra hits. The barrel is up, fly ball could be higher. We know who he is, right? So, I'm just gonna have to write their home run totals down. 6 and 13 and 6 extra base hits. Churio 6 and 4, 6 and 4. Contreras 8 and 3. 8 extra base hits and 3 home runs. If y'all want to know what I'm saying here, Reese Hoskins. They can be hitting bombs in this game here, probably. 5 and 3. I already know who these people are in general. So, quick look at the LA Dodgers here. Colin Ray got a high strikeout rate versus righties, and last 2 months he's got a 27% K rate, and but the hard hit is up. But those are the ones who are striking out the most, the righties over here. Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar Hernandez has a home run in the last week versus this pitch mix with 3 extra base hits. And on the month, he has 3 home runs. 3 home runs. He's 18 for 50, good for 360 batting average, 1100 OPS, seven. I like it. All right, he'll be in the lineup for sure. Let me see. He will strike out though. 7-3. 7-3-1. 7-3-1. Okay. Teoscar 7-3-1. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got 7 strikeouts. They got some of these righties will strike out. Checking out these lefties. Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux. Look at that. It's 5 pitches. Let me see if I can throw another pitch up there. Damn, I don't like to throw 5 pitches up there, man. I'm gonna throw the other pitcher up there. Though. Fuck it, man. I don't like to throw 5 pitches up there. Gavin Lux is batting 500 versus this pitch mix. Lux with 4 home runs. Freddie Freeman's got a home run versus this pitch mix in the last week. Gavin Lux, 10-4, 500. Otani, 7-4. G with 1 in the last 7, 7-4-1. We know who Otani is. Freddie, 237. Let's bring it in a little bit. Last 3 weeks. Freddie, last 3 weeks, Freddie, Otani. Okay. Green. Freddie ain't striking out. If Milwaukee can hold up the end of the stick, I think this game to go over. So I'm leaning towards the over here, right? Gavin Lux looks really good. The lineup is tight as screws. Don't forget, like I said, Mookie Betts is back. So, hey, I'm gonna lean towards the over in this one here. Lean towards the over. I think home runs can get hit in this motherfucking game here. New York Yankees at White Sox, right? We got Cannon on the mound here. Cannon. He'll be at home where he's pitching his best. 2.9 ERA at home. He's got 10 home runs, 7 to lefties. Um, um, he's got 4 home runs to lefties at home. So we already know. I bet you I already know Soto's going to look extremely good in this spot here, probably, but we'll see. He's given up a home run in 3 straight games. Prior to that, he didn't give up a home run in 3 straight games. Prior to that, he gave up 2 home runs in back-to-back games. Hasn't faced this New York Yankees team. He's went 6 innings or better in 6 straight games. That's interesting there. It's cool he got a leash or whatever. So at the end of the day here, taking a look at his splits one more time, I think that he is pushing his worst towards lefties, right? 260 batting average to lefties, 260 batting average to righties. That just about evens it out, so he can get equally tore up. It is what it is. Home run per 9, 2.2 ER home run at home versus lefties. So we could definitely look at the lefties there. Where he's been, he's a rookie, right? So we'll look at the lefties first. New York Yankees. Jonathan Cannon, 13% K rate to lefties. Last 2 months, 3 home runs to righties, 4 home runs to lefties. Changeup, cutter, sinker. Soto, last month, 5 home runs. Soto's going down. You can look at his fantasy score since he likes to walk all the damn time. Soto, 5 home runs, 92 exit velo. Barrel is up, fly ball is up, everything is green. Don't be surprised if you don't take him yard. Jazz Chisholm, 6 home runs. Soto, Jazz. Jazz, 6 home runs, 8 extra base hits. High ass K rate, but I'm not worried about that. Austin Wells, 2 bombs. Jazz got 2 home runs in the last 7 days versus pitch mix. Oswaldo Cabrera's got 2 home runs. He's 2 for 2 in this last pitch mix. So if he's in the lineup, he's definitely somebody you can look at. Soto does not. He's 1 for 9 in the last 2 weeks. Last week versus pitch mix. These guys look good. Grisham's got a bomb last month. Whatever, right? These lefties look good. Even if I bring it in the last 3 weeks here, because they do have a high sample size here. K percentage is very low. Jazz Chisholm got okay. All right. A lot of these guys look good here. I'm gonna put it back to the last 5 months. 5 weeks there. Taking my phone quick screenshot of this motherfucker to have with me at work so I can just see who's in the lineup. All right. All right, there. The righties here. Judge got 4 bombs. Volpe's got a bomb. These guys are batting really good. 343, 444. Cannon is a righty, right? Yeah, Cannon's in trouble. I forgot about that. I didn't even have to look at all this shit. Yesterday, we know what they do versus right hand pitching, man. So, right? So whatever, right? Whatever. They should beat up on this guy. They should beat up on this guy. We got over under 9. 5.5 team total, minus 130. Now, Cortez trash, right? Especially on the road. Could he go out here and pitch good? He could. Man, he could. Because it's still the Sox, but he's been bad on the road, man. He's got 6 ERA on the road. He's given up 19. Oh, yes. Yeah, he went off. Yeah, for sure. 21 home runs in total, 19 of them to righties. And I know him and the other kid, the other lefty they got, both of them give up home runs to that fastball, right? So on the road, he's given up 11 home runs, and I would to righties, and I would think all of those came against that fastball. I ain't even gonna lie, I wouldn't even, I couldn't even. I bet you that's what it was. So, yeah. So Could he come out here and pitch good? He probably could. He probably could. He's got 315 batting average versus righties on the road, 250 batting average versus righties, lefties on the road, 2 home runs per 9 versus righties on the road. Yeah, they fucked Gil up. They hurt him. So, mm, uh, Nestor Cortez. To righties, he's giving up 11 on the season. He's giving up 11 home runs to that four seamer, 2 home runs to that cutter, 3 home runs to that sweeper, 3 home runs to that changeup. He's giving up 13, 19 home runs. 11 of them come from that fastball. What's Robert didn't get a home run last night, did he? Nope. Robert might take his ass deep today. Mm, 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 mm. Robert looks terrible. These White Sox looks terrible versus a fastball. That's crazy. So he's got 315 batting average, 2 isolated power, 7 home runs the last month, 27 extra base hits versus righties, and 7 home runs in the last month. Damn. Fastball 40% of the time, cutter, sweeper, changeup. Boy, these motherfucking White Sox, boy. Corey Lee got 2 bombs, and he ain't striking out. This is over the course of the last 2 months, though. This is over the course. Damn, that's crazy, man. Mm-mm-mm. This is bad, man. So whatever, right? Whatever, man. I think, yeah, Corey Lee been on one. Corey Lee been on one. He was on one last night. So I mean, whatever you want to do, right? Like, I shouldn't even looked at the White Sox bats, but it is what it is. Moving forward here, um, Carson Foreman. He's given up a home run in 4 of his last 6 games. Hasn't faced Toronto. Has not. Um, Round about right here. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games is where he started pitching more than 4 innings. 4 innings or better. Um, so He's faced the Yankees. He's faced Colorado. He's faced Oakland and Seattle in that time span. So whatever, right? Let's take a look here. Toronto. I could use a Vladdy bomb. I ain't gonna lie. Damn. They got a big sample size versus him. They not striking out. Vladdy, Clement, Springer, not even Kirk. All these guys, Springer's 250 batting average, whatever. Kirk is 295, Clement 350, Vladdy 333. Five bombs for Vladdy, 13 extra base hits. Clement, Springer, four bombs. So I'm gonna like Vladdy at least for hits runs and RBIs, whatever the case may be, whatever, right? Circle Vladdy, 13 and 5. Clement for a hit. None of them striking out. Springer's got four bombs. Clement. I gotta look at some of these guys a little bit more when I'm at work. Kirk, write Kirk name down too. What's the total in this game? Fuck, I didn't click on no damn tennis. Over under 9. Toronto team total. 4.5. 4.5 Toronto team total. Let's take a look at these lefties. Wait a minute. Vladdy and Springer got a home run. Vladdy, Springer, and Jimenez got a home run last 7 days. Damn, we get that money back. Spencer Horwitz got a home run in the last week. Wagner, he's 3 for 3. He must have just, he must have had a great game. Let me keep an eye on him. Who the fuck is that? He must have just called up. Wagner went 3 for 4 with a double, an RBI single, and a run scored during Monday's win. I'm gonna have to look into him, see who the hell he is. Was that his first game? Hmm. I didn't see who the fuck that was against. What has he been doing in the minors? 6 home runs, 315 batting average. He's a guy who can he can get some hits, right? Lately, what? 3 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 hit, two hits. It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. Uh, I'm gonna have to read up on him. So I'm gonna write that in my notes. Read up on Wagner. Give me something to do while I'm at work. Read up on this guy. All right. So Osman. Pitch a little better on the road. Hadn't faced these Angels. The walk's been there for him the last 4 games. He got 3 walks apiece. Multiple walks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his last 7 games. He's trying, man. He's trying to. He can't get back to form. I mean, 8 innings pitched here, 4 versus the Yankees. Go figure. Yankees gonna tear him up. Texas, 9 innings pitched versus Texas, 6.2 versus Detroit, 7 innings versus San Francisco, 6. He's trying. He just can't. He can't put it all together. That's his problem. He can't put it all together. He trying. Hmm. Don't know if I'll be betting on any Angels players, truthfully. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, but we're gonna look real fast. Fastball heavy. I think Mickey Moniak just hit a bomb yesterday. Hundred extra velo. Shit. I'm gonna have to write his name down anyway. He's only got 1 bomb in the last month, but he's 9 for 21, 4 extra base hits. Might not even get there. Just want to write his name down. 17% K rate. Calhoun, Chanel not striking out. Good to know, right? Look at these righties real quick. Oh, I didn't even add. My fault. I didn't even add the other pitch. I'm sorry. What was it? He only throwing 2. The splitter didn't make too much of a difference there. Go back to the righties, man. So the top 4 guys, I mean, Ohop, Ward, Nito, Adele, all of them got 2 home runs. Um, Nito got 2 home runs with the last 7 days. He could be heating up. I'm gonna write his name down on the. Adele got a bomb in the last 7 days. Still don't think I'm gonna get to these guys. What about the last 3 weeks? Since we got Gosman on the mound, let me check these guys for the last 30 days versus right hand pitching. Might be able to get his pitching outs or something like that. Even if it's a parlay piece, we'll check it out. Los Angeles Angels, K percentage, 11th in K percentage with an 84 WRC plus. Definitely don't like that WRC plus. Gosman has been pitching better on the road. Um, last 14 days, Angels, where are they? Oh, 10th in striking out, 95 WRC plus. Interesting, right? Hmm. Gosman, what's his pitching outs? 16 and a half is interesting for Kikuchi. They got Paul Blackburn at 17 and a half. Wonder if he gonna shove today. I don't know. Nestor Cortez at 17 and a half. Gavin Stone. Gosman 18 and a half at plus 110. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that. All right, let's keep it moving. Oh shucks. Colorado gets a lefty on the road, right? I mean Arizona. Gomber, I expect he pitches his best on the road. No, I think he pitches his worst on the road. Like weird splits, right? Right. He's just terrible. He's bad. So 6 home runs to lefties. He got 24 home runs and 18 to righties. To righties, he's got 10 home runs on the road, 8 at home. I don't understand why I didn't even. I must have been tired because I'm supposed to ran to this game. Who's pitching for Arizona? Rodriguez. I don't know. They got him playing good. Yeah, yeah. I know, right? I guess, right? Um, Diamondbacks, man. Diamondbacks just been on one, right? So, uh, Gomber, Gomber, Gomber's given up 25 extra base hits, 10 home runs in the last 2 months to right-hand hitters. Um, the fastball, 10 extra base hits on that fastball, 5 home runs. He don't want no smoke because this team is a fastball hitting team. They about to tear him a new fucking lining, right? Uh, let me get the Arizona boys up there. So be wary of Ketel Marte or whatever. But damn, he's batting 500, right? Wow. Suarez, Ben Marino, Ben 400. Small sample sizes. Definitely got to move it out a little bit more. Don't have to because we know what the deal is. But they look good, man. Marte left that game last night. That was wild as hell. Uh, Suarez. Let me see something. What was that? Gomber. Let me see. I don't even have to look at this though. Gomber. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Ed. Eugene, I almost smacked for 89K yesterday, man. Devers sold me. He sold a lot of us, man. I'm still going to Devers on the side. I might not put him in the main thing, though. Probably have me. I'm not gonna have him as a main dish no more. I'm probably just gonna have a little Devers on the side, like a little dessert, straight bet or something like that, or a little man. When he get he back up, he gonna be having tears coming out of his eyes. He gonna be hitting them motherfuckers so hard. So Suarez got two bombs. Newman's got one. Cattell Marte's got two, and Lourdes Uriel. That's another MFer that owed me some money. Lourdes Uriel, right? I don't know if he's been hitting bombs, but I know, right, Eugene? I don't know if Lord has been hitting any bombs lately, but man, he's been hitting some good spots the last 2, 3 weeks. And I have been betting him, and he ain't been coming through for me on the bomb side, right? But long story short, damn, I don't know how I missed this, right? I don't know how I missed this. I probably lost all the value on the team total. Team total's got to be 5.5. It's got to be 4.5. I gotta take it, man. These lefties, right? And I can alter it too. You can alter it too. Don't be scared now. Cause I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't pushing you, but 5.5 runs is a plus 138. 6.5 runs is a plus 240, and so on and so forth, right? You can get 10 runs out of them for a plus 870, right? So there's other ways that you can do things, okay? Devers and Soto sold, but they look too good. I know, right? I'll be going back for my bread for sure. Piss me off, my fantasy. I know, right, Tiffany? I know, right? So, the lefties, Jock Peterson, nothing, Jock Peterson and those guys. Look for Corbin Carroll, man. Um, don't know if Cattell Marte gonna play slider fastball knuckle curve. So he's got a knuckle curve, man. So they don't play Jock right. That's right. McCarthy. They don't play Jock versus lefties. Um, Slider. They'll be righty heavy today. I bet they'll be righty heavy today with probably a sprinkle of uh, with a sprinkle of probably McCarthy, right? They strike out. They strike out on lefties. Man. All right. I'm probably going to end up taking a rain check on those Colorado bets right now, just so I can try to get done with this here. I need to get out of here because I got to go to work. So, Michael King, his strikeouts is definitely going to be in play here. His strikeouts, he's a guy who's got some good K stuff, right? Michael King here. Let's see. Michael King. Some of the stuff I got to look at. Yeah, McCarthy is in play. McCarthy's in play. He's the only lefty. He might end up being the only lefty in the lineup tomorrow. Maybe him. They might slide, depending on what Cattell Marte do. They might slide in Corbin Carroll and McCarthy. That's probably what they're gonna do. Um, strikeouts. I mean, he's at home with 4.25 ERA at home. His K percentage, 25% to lefties, 32 to righties. At home versus lefties, 32%. At home versus righties, 35%. He's got that K stuff, right? This K is probably sitting at 7.5 right now. Uh, this K is probably sitting at 7.5 right now. Uh, 6.5 for sure. Let's see. 7.5 plus money as of right now. Um, so I think I seen Jackson Holiday, right? I mean Jackson Merrill, San Diego. Fastball, slider, cutter, sinker. Luis Ortiz, 12 extra base hits, 7 home runs to lefties, right? I already knew that anyway, but 12 extra base hits, pitching is worse to lefties. Now, okay, that's fine. Thanks for the information. Tiff coming in clutch. So, Jackson Merrill's got 3 home runs in that time in his month's time span versus pitch mix. Peralta has a home run. Jackson Merrill has 2 home runs within the last week versus his pitch mix. So Jackson Merrill on the list. Reyes for hits, like what you want to do, right? Um, he's pitching his worst to lefties, so lefties getting a bump automatically. These lefties are not striking out. You got Jackson Merrill will strike out, but the rest of these guys, over the course of a month, 3% for Reyes. Like, yeah, like so. Look at the left. These guys ain't striking out. The righties here, what he's throwing to the righties would be same shit. Bogarts 10% K rate. Machado is 11% K rate. Oh my God, Machado with 4 home runs. Three. Hold on. Three. Um. Two in last week. Machado. I'm circling Jackson ass and Machado. Machado. 58 to 18, 10 extra, 10 and ooh, 10 extra base hits and 4 home runs. Barrels up. The fly ball could be up. He's gonna be in my RBI spot. All that. Okay. RBI spots. I've been eating off his RBI. Merrill been solid. Yeah, if it wasn't for what's the name, he'd get probably will get the rookie of the year if it wasn't for schemes. Um Solano batting, I mean only 9 for 19, but he's batting 4. They about to beat this boy up, ain't they? Yeah, he do. He do. I don't know about overdue yet, but he's due. Kyle, they look good. What is this here? 4.5. I like it. I like it, right? I like their team total. I like Machado, hits, runs, and RBIs in general. We only got an 8.5 here. Ortiz have been kind of fake decent, but I think they should, you know, Padres could sell too, man. You know, but I like this spot right here, man. I do. Um, Lately, Ortiz been giving up runs 3, 3, 6, and 4. Last time he pitched was versus them. He gave up 4 earned runs. Somebody hit a bomb on him. They did. They did rob him. I heard somebody talking about that. Machado hit that bomb on him. And I caught it. I caught that. I caught that. I caught that home run. So I'm probably going back to the well. Might bet him and Merrill. Hopefully both one of them hit. Um, like I said, let me see something here. Ortiz. Okay. Uh, Bogarts. Yeah. Oh, Kyle's got 2 home runs. I thought he only had 1. Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking the total to 4.5. I don't care. They have to crack me. Especially what he's been doing lately. I hope he's just gonna keep the trend up. Okay. Pittsburgh here. Uh, take a look at Pittsburgh real fast. Mm, probably won't be interested in any Pittsburgh bats, but we're still gonna take a look here. Last 2 months versus righties, he's been green. So he's given up 1 home run in the last 2 months versus lefties, 1 home run in the last 2 months versus righties, whatever, right? A sinker, sweeper, fastball. I normally don't bet on these guys righties. Let's take a look at their lefties. Reynolds looks good. O'Neal Cruz looks good. O'Neal Cruz got a 97 exit velo. Rowdy Tellez got some decent averages for the top 2 guys. I don't know if it's enough to make me think they're going to win this game. DraftKings have that EDR home run parlay. Yes, they do. For sure. For sure. Rowdy Tellez. I mean, if you want to look at O'Neal Cruz and Brian Reynolds, those guys for hits. Now, King is coming out with that strikeout stuff, and these are probably the 3 highest strikeout guys for the lefties there. So he probably end up getting one of these guys once. We never know. But I like the other side. But, Cruz and O'Neal, these guys can go bomb off some of the best pitchers there. Last game here, I already know that. Just to get on through this here. I really, really, really want to take a look at these righties over here because I know Morton gives it up to right-hand batters. Morton. Old man Morton. And he's on the road. They're on the road, right? This is his worst split here. On the road. Charlie Morton on the road, probably versus righties. He's got a 5 ERA on the road. Uh, um, versus right-hand pitching in general, he has a 278 batting average, 2 home runs per 9. Versus on the road versus righties. Okay, so his at home versus righties is worst split. Whatever. On the road, he's giving up bombs, 244 versus righties, 278 home runs per 9, right? So let's see. Charlie Morton. Only thing about these guys, they will strike out. Ramos and all those guys, they will strike out, right? But let's see if we got a little history here. Chapman got a bomb off him. Don't know when it was. Confronto has a bomb. Encarnacion has a bomb. Ramos has a bomb. Mike Yaz got a bomb. Marcanas got a bomb. Right? So, okay. They got some strong motherfuckers over here. Ramos is strong as hell. Chapman's strong as hell. Strikeouts. Well, Ramos said he only faced some 3 at bats, no strikeouts. Oh, shit, this boy might be in trouble today. San Francisco Giants. They just don't hit righties like that, man. As good as they do lefties, well, they will strike out. But let's take a look here. Morton, curveball, fastball, sinker, cutter. Chapman and Fitzgerald. Over the last month, Chapman's got 4 home runs. Nine extra base hits. And over the last 7 days, Chapman has 2 extra base hits and 1 home run. Ramos has a home run in the last 7 days. Fitzgerald, 2 bombs. .300 batting average. Ramos is only batting 151. Slide on these lefties one time. Mike Yaz. He's got a bomb off of him. Mike Yaz has a bomb in the last week. He has 2 bombs over the last month and batting .300 versus his pitch mix. Patrick Bailey could be in the question here, but I'm writing Yaz down if I'm looking for a lefty. And for Atlanta here, I'm just speed moving now at this point because I got to go out the door. Kyle Harrison is not my favorite pitcher. His pitching is worse to righties right now. Last 2 months, 3 home runs on that fastball. So he's got a fastball, slurve, and a changeup. Motherfuckers will strike out, man. Ozuna though, man. Now you know they just came out of course. So the last week, um, all the usual suspects mainly got a home run. I mean, but they're just coming out of course. This could be the course thing here, but could they be hot? I don't know. Let's see. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me reiterate that because these are lefties here. I'm sorry. It's a lefty. It's a lefty. So scratch that. Scratch that. Um, Soler, Diana, Ozuna's numbers are down. Small sample size. 2 weeks, 2 months rather. Okay. Rowley, Soler, Ozuna. Riley's got 3 bombs. Scratch that. Riley. Uh, damn, they look good. Soler looks good. Soler, I like Soler. Soler. And I know, I mean, I couldn't take off none of these guys. So many of them. And I know, what's the name, been hitting lefties. Olsen been hitting lefties. So he's been hitting bombs off lefties lately. Fastball and slurve. He's only throwing fastball and slurve. That's terrible. Olsen's got one hit, one home run off that. He's throwing a slurve. Like nobody's seen a slurve. So Olsen will be lamping on that fastball. At the end of the day, change up, change up, change up. Looking at these righties here. Harrison's got 4 home runs versus righties in the last month. I expect runs to be put up here. Shit. Shit. All these averages, they're not striking out versus this pitch mix. That's the killing thing right here. They're not striking out versus this pitch mix. Do I got this shit right? Fastball, slurve, changeup? Yeah. That makes these boys' bats dangerous. If they're not striking out, Soler and Rowley, fly ball is up. Versus this pitch mix, yeah, right. All these guys are in play, truthfully, right? So we got a hellified looking day today for some bats. Oh, snap. It's time for me to get out of here, man. I came in here late, but better late than never. Good luck to you guys. So it is what it is, man. Y'all drop a like, share it, whatever the case may be, man. Good luck today. I'll get to printing up some tickets. I might be undisciplined today, though, man. Straight up. It is what it is, though. I'll be betting a lot of hits, runs, and RBI, shit like that. I love that prop, right? At the end of the day, take what you like, leave what you don't. Peace out, y'all. Peace. Let's see. Stop it here.